Oh, get off my lawn! Oh, trespasser! Do you want to be eaten alive? No!
Home is where the heart is. Hi, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Kura and I talk about anything architecture, but not really architecture. And today we're going to be talking about horror movies and the homes with regards to architecture. We're going to explore how movies like Parasite, Get Out, and Monsters House turn their buildings into characters that don't only serve as a backdrop for the stories, but also are integral to the key plots of these different movies. Place we seek shelter, find comfort, and build most of our lives. But what happens when your home is working against you? In most horror movies, the home isn't just a backdrop, it's an active member of the family, actively trying to destroy the family. What if the walls didn't just hold the secret of the families? What if the walls became the secret themselves? The most obvious examples within this category are houses that are sentient.
Chowder, your ball just landed on Nebuchadnezzar's lawn. It doesn't exist anymore. I paid $28 for that ball.
These places aren't just locations for hunting to take place. They are the hunting. Take the Overlook Hotel in The Shining, for example.
A little slow tonight, isn't it?
Yes, it is, Mr. Torrance.
It doesn't just house evil, it cultivates it. It exploits Jack Torrance's vulnerabilities until he becomes its willing executioner. The warm tones in the hotel invite you in. It creates this sense of safety because it's a hotel. Nothing really goes on in hotels.
Here's Johnny!
A more traditional example is the farmhouse in The Conjuring. This is a classic haunted house. The architecture serves as the physical body for the entity. Also, FYI, just don't put wallpaper in your house. I feel like all houses that get haunted in movies always seem to have wallpaper and very dim lights. So if you don't do those two things, you may be on the right track. Sometimes the horror extends beyond the four walls of a house. Then we have the cabin in the woods, which turns this whole set into a controlled experiment.
Oh, shit.
The cabin itself is an instrument. The environment is very hostile and is actively preying on its occupants. I think what makes this interesting is in most movies, the house is a safe space, but in The Cabin in the Woods, the house is a part of the ploy. So the only safe space isn't even a safe space at the end of the day. Even in animated form, the movie Monster House also demonstrates this. I mean, like the name says, Monster House, the house turns into a monster. But it also shows the house as an entity, the house as the fear to the protagonist. The house in all these examples isn't a place to run from the monster, it is the monster. Apart from houses as monsters, some horror movies also use the house as a setting to unpack very scary things, like movies where the home is a setting to explore familial trauma and social anxieties. In these movies, the house isn't an active member in the terror, but it serves as a space for the terror to unfold. Take Get Out, for example.
Get out. Sorry, man.
Okay.
Get out! Yo! Yeah! Yo, chill, man. Get out! Chill!
The Armitage family estate is meant to show a beautiful, liberal, wealthy family, wealthy house, but it's all a facade for what's really going on behind the house and also with the surrounding neighborhood. The house is staged to look homely to ensure from the outside looking in no one can tell what the real intention is. But as you proceed in the movie and go further along, you understand that the house is a stage for the medical procedures they carry out. This in a way is scarier to me because at least if the house is a monster, you treat the house as a monster. But when the house wears a mask, how do you unmask this? How do you know the house is pretending? Or how do you know the people in the house are using the house as a mask to protect themselves from the evil they're doing within the house? The isolated setting itself becomes the prison where the rules just don't apply. In the movie Blink Twice, the private island owned by Slater King is meant to represent this other world where everything goes. There's no rules, no responsibilities, up all night partying, whatever. It gives this sense of freedom from responsibilities, freedom from restrictions, but it's full. Like, it can be real freedom if you also can't leave the island. So anyone who's on this island is bound to the island, although free on the island. So how free is a space if you don't have the freedom to leave the space? Without spoiling too much of the movie, let's just say freedom does not equal open space. In the movie A Quiet Place, the house serves as a temporary bubble from the world around them. Although they've been able to rig the house with soundproofing and visual signals, it can all fall apart with just the drop of a sound, considering the premise of the movie. The film elevates refuge to a state of constant vigilance, the idea that everything is temporary and someone is coming for you, something is coming for you. So how can you be at peace in a place that's meant to be comfortable when there's this constant fear that it could all get taken away at the drop of a sound? Horror cinema has definitely mastered the art of weaponizing the home. It holds a mirror to our greatest fears, the sanctity of our private lives, the stability of our families, and the fear that the place we're meant to feel the most safe and the most comfortable isn't the case. I'd love to know what home in horror movies terrify you the most. Let me know in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe. I'm trying to get to 40 subscribers before the end of the month, and I'd really enjoy and I'll see you all soon.